Hi, welcome back to Susan's Kitchen Corner, and I got the pie dough out, and here it is. It's firmed up, and I cut it in half, as you can see. So what we're going to do is you want to cut this in half, cut it again in fourth, and then you're going to want about like a handful, like make a ball out of it, and you're going to want to hold, when you hold it in your hand, everyone's hands are different, you're gonna feel it. It's not gonna bounce around your hand. It's gonna be very firm. So let's put this back in another bowl. The rest of it, we're gonna do with that later. Actually, one thing, we're gonna need another one. So now this is too big for my hand. So what we're gonna do is gonna cut a little bit smaller. Okay, that's about good. It can be a little bit over, as long as when you hold it in your hand, it's not like tortillas and it's bouncing back and forth. It's firm. It's like you're compacting a snowball. Now, if it's like this, no, you can see it. Okay, so we got two of those, one for the top. Keep a little bit out for if you need to make it a little bit bigger, but that's the general size rule. Put that back in the refrigerator. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, 9-inch apple pie pan, and it can be glass or it can be put that over here, foil or that tin stuff. Okay, flour your board, and let's spread it out. Turn it over, spread it out. We're gonna knock over our little cooking guy. I just wiped him out. So it's just gonna be flipping it over, and we're gonna make this as big as possible. And it's very delicate, so just take your time. Flip it over. If it has a rip in it, take some of this other dough, squish it right into the crack, and roll it out, and then your crack will go away. If it folds in on itself, that's okay. Just keep on making it big. And just make sure it doesn't stick to the board. Okay, that's better. Okay, so what we're going to do now, again, very delicately lift it up, delicately. Put it over. Every time you're lifting it, it's going to shrink back a little bit. So, and then what you're doing is put more flour on it and spread it out. If you can, try to get the wrinkles out. Maybe that would help if you could see me. Very gently roll it now. Okay. Now you've got to realize this is going to dip into the bowl and over the sides. So just keep on working at it. That's the trick. It's just takes some practice. Everything takes practice. So if your first try is like okay, let's say it doesn't do what you want it to do. Ball it back up, put it back in the refrigerator, let it firm up again. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you're going to put the rolling pin on the dough, and we're going to gently roll the dough onto the rolling pin. See how that works? Now all the dough is on the rolling pin. We're going to bring the apple pie dish over, and we're going to take this and unroll it onto the, kind of fell onto it. So we're going to take it, very gently put it in, and now this is the thing with apple pie. You see how it's hanging over and then there's spots like here. Well, here's what we're going to do with that. This is what the scraps are used for. we're going to dip the scraps in some flour. And we're going to make little fix-its with this. So you're going to roll it out. It's going to be like rolling out the main dough. Just roll it as flat as you can. And then what we're going to do is let's see how many fix-its we got. Okay, third thing. Here's the rest of another, because I got more dough out here. I got more dough. Take this and then use it to press down on the dough into the corners or the cracks or the whatever. Just way you don't get you're not pressing the dough down with your fingers and indenting it because it's already thin. So, and we're gonna blind bake this. And what blind baking does is I'm having a momentary brain fart right now, but what blind baking it does is, no, we don't close our eyes and bake it. It sets the dough. And I used to have some pinto beans, but I ran out, so I'm gonna sacrifice these red kidney beans for my new pie, blinding. I'm blinded by the dough. Okay, let's get back to this. Cut this in half. What we're going to do is we're going to lay it right there. And let's use our dough. Let's work it in. Or maybe a little bit of finger work here. Yeah, use your finger. Excuse me. You gotta press it into the dough. Okay. And we want this stuff to hang over. This is only on the fix-it parts. This is not, you don't do this with your fingers with the whole thing because that's not good. So here's some more. And remember, this is underneath. You're not going to see this. When you cut the pie, you're not going to be, oh God, look what she did. She fixed it. How dare her? What was she thinking? Put some over here, maybe the rest of it. Now, now only use your fingers on the edges. Don't use your fingers down here. So, okay, that looks about good. So here's our fix-it. It's perfectly fine. And the thing is now, you want some of this. A lot of people, what they do is they roll over it like this. Well, what happens is you get the dough flush with the edge of the pie dish. And then when you blind bake it, the dough shrinks and then it's lower. So it doesn't really contain. So what I like to do, and again, if you want to be, I got a knife right here. Duh. It's a smaller knife though. If you want to be absolutely perfect and you want everything to be picture perfect, that's go ahead. This is making an apple pie. I'm not going overboard here, but just cut it evenly around, maybe below. Like let it hang over. Now that's okay. If it hangs over a little bit like that, cut it right here. See how there's this ledge here? And it goes below. If it doesn't go below, that's fine. But anywhere it goes below, cut it off. Now, if you're into fancy edges, go for it. If you want to make curlicues, I mean, do anything you want. This is your creation. I'm just showing you the basics. Okay, I think that's about it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pinch this up like this. So bring what's hanging over and pinch it up. So it's going to rise above, a little bit above the, it's going to kind of make a bowl. Don't press it into the glass. Press it into itself. So make it like a lip. That's what we want. We want lips. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not. This is not. I'm not trying to make. This is apple pie. I'm not making something to go into Smithsonian Institute or gallery to sell. This is apple pie. Okay. I see how I have it up a little bit higher all the way around. So now we get to sacrifice our little beanies. And let's open these guys up. And what this does, we're not going to use all of them, I'm going to just use a handful. This keeps, when you're baking it, this keeps the bottom of the dough from rising on itself. Oh yeah, don't forget to poke it. Poke, 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 poke. Poke the crap out of it. And if you hear anything in the background, that's my husband going on a wild cleaning rage right now. So he's got the scent of apple pie and he's going crazy cleaning. Cook your husband apple pie, he'll do anything for you. Okay, now that we poked it, let's add some more beans. And if you got to this point of the video, just know this is not a bean, how to cook beans. Okay, so here's our finished apple pie, kidney apple pie. So we're going to stick this in the oven now. And we're going to put it on, we're going to put it at 300. So for about, you're going to want to watch it now because it's going to vary because, you know, you're going to use a different thickness. Everyone's not going to make the exact same pie thickness. So watch it. It should get a little bit golden brown around the edges. Golden brown, light golden brown, not like really heavy golden brown because you don't want burnt golden brown. Because remember, this is going to go back into the oven a second time. So I'll be back with the apples. So I'll see you soon.